Hey y'all, thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to the Birmingham Stampede GM mode here on NHL. After disappointing year 3 missing the playoffs and probably having, well, we did have a top 10 draft pick. We're here at that year 4 entry draft, so let's just get right into it. I am not making any trades in the draft whatsoever. We are just going to hit the draft, try to draft the best people possible that we can fit into this team. The play style, power forward, two-way forward, grinder, enforcer, defensive defenseman, and just move on into re-signing. Any of the moves that we could possibly make, I'm going to wait until free agency so we can see who's on free agency, who will fit the team, who we can then get to improve the team, possibly trade somebody to I don't know, not revamp, but bolster up the second line or just something in general. Nothing's going to happen in the re-signing or draft part of this episode just because I have to wait till free agency to see what is available to us and what we can possibly move on from, goalie wise, just anything in general. So let's just sim a couple of these picks here. Let's just sim to our pick, take a timeout, and then go back and look what happened. Call a timeout here. We got what now? 8 minutes. All right, first round. What happened? Is this game glitched? Oh, gotta love EA. Go to the first round. There we go. All right, first pick, DuPont, franchise medium. We all know about him. He's always in the draft, so that he's going to be a good player. It sucks that he went to Columbus. He's definitely going to be a problem for us. Solane, you have Day, who's here. Rager, not bad. Another playmaker for the Ducks. Appleby, however you want to say it. A defensive defenseman would have been good. Astiles, Sniper. You have Jacobson, another playmaker going to San Jose. Defensive defenseman, Tollefson, not bad. We could have probably tried to get him. Metro, top 6 guy, not bad. Our pick went to a sniper, so we didn't miss out on anything too bad. Another sniper, an offensive defenseman. Anybody deep? Wait a second. Yeah, no, we traded to the Wild. Yeah, so that was their pick. This was our pick, the 10th pick. All right. Anybody who was a steal later in the first? Anybody top 6, low elite to Brumstrom? I believe he's in this draft class because I think I've seen that name before. Well, if not, it's a computer generated name anyway. Going down the line here, any steals? No. And then here we are with the 10th pick. We can just reach for McIntyre. I mean, he's not fully scouted. Is there anybody who's close to fully scouted? A sniper, which we're not going for. Two-way forward, who's McIntyre. That's possibly the best pick for us. Any gems left? Any gems? Two-way forward. Was that the late second round we can go for, the third round I'm definitely going after Tuukka. I'll definitely pick him. Definite low elite. So we're just gonna go with McIntyre right now. Let's see what he is. Sniper, great. We'll definitely try to trade for that later. Then to our pick. Hopefully he's still here. Come on, please be here. There he is. Tuukka is definitely still here, so we're definitely hitting on one pick at least. 6'4", 217. Character, it kind of sucks, and in 4 years we gotta wait for him to get to the NHL. That does suck. So definitely first year we won't sign him. The second year we will sign him. Try to get a good team around him in the AHL. Hopefully, I don't know, we get a couple other prospects in for that. We can get Emilio. We could definitely get him. Why not? We'll be taking a chance at Auckland here at a grinder. You know what? Let's just take a risk at him. Yeah, I can get a bottom six, but power forward, top top six, not bad. Actually, probably better than the power forward. And then the last pick of the 7th round for us, a backup goalie. No, we're not going to go for that. We can just take a reach at one of these guys. Why not? Or do we take a reach at a possible enforcer? Yeah, let's take a shot at the center who's real big. Possibly he's an enforcer. No, power forward. HL bottom six. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna sim the 7th pick. Whatever. Like I said, it was a boring draft for us. We didn't have many draft picks. We just tried to run it back with this team, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Which this case it didn't. Coaching staff right away. Let's get into that. The defensive coach, yeah, let's fire him immediately. I thought just having the A+ on penalty kill would have helped, but apparently that did not. We got Brent Burnsy down here in the AHL. He didn't do too bad in his first season. Definitely lost out in the playoffs. If there's nobody that I like to fill in that assistant coach spot, I'll definitely bring up Burns. He'll be our PK coach. Why not? A forward turned defenseman turned into coach. So that'd be good for him and also good for a little storyline. Coach, scouts, let's get them re-signed. B- and B's, I like that. Ryan Reeves, he knows exactly what we're looking for. We just haven't found it yet. And Shea Weber, so we'll get that done. And then re-signing players. Let's start from the back end. Bobrovsky, of course, he doesn't want to re-sign with us. How much would that contract be anyway? $6 million for 1 year. Listen, it sucks. We should honestly try to re-sign him. He doesn't want to resign, so I don't want to give him a contract if he doesn't want to resign. I mean, he's obviously the best goaltender that we could get. It's just he's a starter. He's going to drop in overalls throughout the year, and who knows what he is by the time the playoffs roll around. Could he be? He's a starter, so like 84. Tyler Myers. Yes, he wants to resign, but no, that was a failed experiment. These guys, let's just resign them for the AHL squad, so there's depth down there. I know they didn't do so well in the playoffs, but let's just give them another contract. Let's sign him. Let's sign him. He's probably going to be in June. No, he's in the AHL immediately. All right, cool. So that works out well for the AHL squad. Who knows? Defensively, I mean, I don't want to get rid of Middleton because that's a good contract for a 85 overall, $2.69 million. I mean, that's unbeatable for a player like that. It's just we'll see who's on free agency. We got 28 mil to spend. Rocket, as much as I would like to bring him back, this team just didn't work out. Like, I mean, it just did not work out with the players that we had. I mean, the year before, yes, it did work out, but McCarron, for the AHL squad, let's get rid of him. McEwen, we'll sign him for the AHL squad. Why not? Hemsky, what are you again? I forget. A playmaker. So, no, let's not re-sign him. Holmberg, we'll re-sign him. NHL side, Oliver, he does not want to re-sign with us. I get it. Fisher, on the other hand, I mean, he did play good. And he could be a very good fourth liner for us. I'll give him a contract for a couple years. Rocket will. Oliver, I understand he does not want to come back, so we'll release him. Rocket, he could be a third liner. We got to see. We will see. Anders Lee, go get a cup. I'm gonna try to get a cup with this team, but you go hunt for someone out there. Petrov and Boucher. I'll resign him for the AHL side. And Petrov, he could be a fourth liner for us this year. Martin Hook, I am going to resign you know what? I'm not going to resign him. McIntyre's a sniper, which is just fantastic. I will sign him and then possibly use him for a trade because he is going to be in the juniors next year. Martin Hook, I'll use him for an AHL talent. Why not? He could definitely help down there. Center-wise, we are good. Esmont, he does want to resign. He hasn't done too bad for us in the 3 years that we were here. He played a full season last year, didn't do too bad. Playoff stats was pretty good. I mean, he had 5 goals throughout that run. It's always good to have a secondary centerman. You see over here, Coyle we're going to be moving on from. So let's sign him for 2 years. Stanley, I could keep him in the AHL as an AHL player. Why not? And then Graham. Let's give one of these guys a chance to be starters down here. Why not? So we'll move on from you, and then Eklund. He might not. He'll be playing in the juniors this year. So let's sign Phillips. All right, there we go. There we go. We got 27 million as of right now. All right, that is good. Rocket wanted what? How much? 4 mil? 4 mil for Rocket to stay. What is he? A top 6? He's gonna stay about this overall. It's good on the PK. He still has all of his stats. How do you do with hitting this year? Hitting still good, 135 hits. With Bobrovsky, I'm gonna just let him go to free agency. We'll see what goalies are there to sign. We still have 27 mil. So you know what, Rocket, he wants to re-sign. Let's run it back. Let's run it for one more year. Hell, you might be third line right winger. Hope we'll see who's available on free agency, and we can run it from there. Honestly, that's everything that we could do. Coaching staff to re-signing people. Let's move right into free agency. Rocket accepts. All right, cool. Let's go. Reeves accepts. Oh, those are our scouts anyway. It will be 3 of them. There we go. There we go. That was all of them, and that is it till free agency. So let's hit free agency hard. Let's see who's here. Hopefully we got some big name players. We all remember who was a possible free agent at the end of last episode. Coaching staff, let's hit this first. I want to get that assistant coach out of the way. First, though, who are the new coaches coming in? Giordano is a coach. All right. Not bad. Definitely is going to start in the AHL. Definitely not NHL already. Could definitely sign Gudas as an AHL coach. So nobody really knew coming in. So head coaches, what do they have here for head coaches? Not bad. Was it Sullivan's here? All right. That is cool. Couple times Stanley Cup winner, of course, with the Penguins. All right, that's cool. Coaching style. I forget what is balanced. Whatever. These are not any of our coaches anyway. Paul Summers, no. Honestly, this should be our guy for the PK, just because he's also veterans. So Elliot Frost, that should be our guy. Why not? You know what, It's between Murray Seal and Frost, because veteran will help our older guys not digress so much. And he already does have penalty kill, but the other guy's a defenseman, and he could help our defense get a little bit better. But honestly, I'm going to go with the veterans because we do have a couple older guys on this team, and let's hope that he comes to this team. I'm going to give him $1 million over what we have in the budget, but we'll just take that from the salaries for the players. So offer him a contract. Hopefully he accepts. So that's taken care of. Scouts, I'll worry about in a minute. All right, free agents. Who's here? Nico Hischier. I mean, two-way forward. That could work. I already saw who I really wanted to fall to free agency, and he is here. I'm just seeing Hischier, 138 hits, but we all know who I am going to go for. Brady Tkachuk. Why not? I smack him on that first line. Yeah, Will's been doing tremendous there so far, but Tkachuk and wow, I am blanking on names today. Tkachuk and McDavid together. I know he doesn't want to come here, but for 13 mil, 6 years, we have the money for that. As of right now, we got to win with McDavid. Now he sure doesn't want to come here. Hughes. I mean, Werenski would be a get. Why not? Two-way defenseman, definitely hits. But Brady on the front end, we could absolutely use him. Left defenseman Werenski, Chabot. No, doesn't really fit it. We bring Sandberg back, but I don't think he's going to want to come back. Definitely can look around the league on what's available. Goalie-wise, let's see what's here. We could sign Askarov. Definitely could sign him. He hasn't done too well in San Jose the last few years, and we would also have to give up a pick or two. Sign Stuart Skinner. Start bringing over all the Edmonton players. How did he do last year? Not bad. 31, 14, and 2. 20. He's had really good seasons. Really good seasons as a simming goaltender. Really good seasons. Who's going after Bobrovsky? I just want to see who's going after him. The Columbus Blue Jackets. You know what? I won't interfere with that. Let him go back to the Blue Jackets. Let him go back. Right winger wise, who is here? Oliver's obviously on there. We can bring Ratty in. Another Ratty. Why not? Doesn't really fit the aggressive style, though. Definitely does not. Gallagher, could bring him in. Yeah, we could bring him in. A good fourth liner. A solid depth fourth liner. Left wing, and we obviously know who's available. Tkachuk. All right, not bad at all. Center-wise, I'm not really worried about it. We could Philip would be a decent one too. A little bit cheaper. We can offer him a lot more, and he wants less years. Definitely could bring him in. Definitely is a decent goal scorer. But I know exactly who I want. I want Tkachuk. I'm going to hold off maybe a day just to see who offers him a contract. But goalie-wise, I think I'm going to offer Skinner a contract. I mean, yes, he's had the Oilers' offense in front of him all those years. But if he's a really good simming goalie, I know he's an 84 overall. We were looking for something better. You know what? Actually, I might hold off for that just 1 second. I am actually going to take a look around the league to see what's available. Okay, I drummed up a trade. Goalie-wise, there's no one. It's exactly who you see there available to sign. That's pretty much it. No team's interested in getting rid of any of their goalies whatsoever. The Caps, on the other hand, they're a conservative seller. Middleton is on the last year of his deal. Yes, it's a good contract, but he's 31 at 85. He's only going to go down from here. Points-wise, obviously, defensive defenseman, he's not going to get many points or whatever. This is where I want to make a slight upgrade, just because of the amount of penalties we take. Most of them are probably fighting majors. But Jacob Middleton, plus 100 each year. Yes, he only had 78 last year, which, slight improvement. If you go down over here, he's starting to hit less. Yes, he has a decent amount of block shots. Yes, he had a little bit less ice time last year, but a big minus. You know, we'll give up our draft pick this year that we had gotten, McIntyre, a third rounder for Fairvey, excuse me. Same potential, 86 overall, 27, but decent overall in points wise. Penalty minutes, very disciplined, very disciplined. You come over here to hits, he's hitting more, and he's taking a lot of block shots. Yes, he might have played a slight bit of ice time more, but a lot more block shots, so that was going to help out our goalie. So that could be our defensive upgrade for the year, just a slight boost in overall for 85 to an 86. Samuelson did a good year. Romanov, I don't want to get rid of. So Middleton for Fairvey. Will that go through for McIntyre and a third? Ooh, trade rejected. Listen, I understand. How about a third this year and a fourth next year? Because you want a pick next year. How about that? Trade accepted. All right, there we go. Just had to sweeten up the pot just a little bit. But if that's the case, let's go aim towards free agency now. Let's go in. Let's see if we can get Mr. Brady Tkachuk. That would be amazing. Yes, Will has done amazing on that first line, but a Tkachuk up there, that would be tremendous. Let's talk about organization. He probably doesn't want to be here. Oh, he does. All right. Okay, he likes that. Oh, I could convince him. Oh! I don't say this ever, but I rizzed Brady Tkachuk. Ooh. Okay. Let's get to the... He likes the organization. Let's get to the contract now. Let's get to it. You're, 28 now? So this will bring you up to 34. Okay. I don't mind improving the offer just a little bit. Let's increase the salary, just a smidge. How much would 750 do to your contract liking? We can agree to a contract clause, a no move clause / modified trade clause. Well, the proposal is not what I'm quite asking for. I wouldn't trade him. So let's hit him with a no move clause / modified trade clause. How about that? Will that help with your interest? Clause option, it's full. It is a full. Okay. Listen, I can guarantee you line 1 ice time. He did want power play time, but I can guarantee first ice line time. 13-8 for 6 years, promises made. I wish I could tell him also you'll be on the first line power play, because you will. So I hope this is enough to get Brady Tkachuk. He's interested in our organization. Yeah, 13-8 is a lot of our cap space, but for a player like this, I won't mind. getting him. And then we will go over to goalies here, and let's get Skinner in. Let's get him in immediately. 6.25. He accepts our offer immediately. So now it's just up to Tkachuk. All right. Let's see what we can do here with Tkachuk. I'm not making any other signings. Frost accepted our deal. There we go. I can also flip Rocket. I can also flip him. But, damn, there's another team interested in Tkachuk. But he signed with us. Welcome to the team, Brady Tkachuk. He's 20. So that contract will bring him up to 33. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. All right. For the AHL side and just in general, what do we got for right wingers here? And the game's glitched. All right, let's back out. Go back into signing. All right. Let's go into forwards here. Well, two-way. We'll actually get to right wingers here. What are you again? I forget. Two-way forward, Caden. I don't know why you're on here. You're top 9 forward. You could absolutely join the AHL squad for us. You're probably in the juniors this year. Power forward, Brennan Coe. I believe I'm saying that right. Probably messing it up just a smidge. Sam Johnston, a two-way forward, aggressive. All right, let's get Brandon in here for the AHL squad. Boom, beefing that up a little bit. I can also get Johnston because why are these guys letting these young prospects stay in free agency? That is absolutely bonkers. So we got a couple extra prospects and AHL depth for the right wing. Morelli, damn, what's going on here? The Vancouver Giants, you guys are just letting all your players, all your prospects into the pool. What is going on here? I don't mind it. I'll definitely sign them. We could definitely use them. Defense, we got any special over here? Thorne, I'm thinking Isaac Phillips. Do we have any big physical guys? Thorne. Yeah, we could sign him. Thorne or Thrun. I believe that's how you say it. We'll get those. We'll get him in. All right, we got one more position. We can look at affordable. Savard, that'd be funny. Schilling, no. I think we're just gonna run with what we have. On defense, we'll just run it like that. All right, let's take a break here. Come take a look at the team. People were interested in Rocket. We can also move on throughout the year, see how he does. We also have a couple contracts coming up with Cotter. We have 18 mil to spend. I can give Cotter a decent contract. 2 years for 4.1. Would you take that? He accepts our offer. Beautiful. Rocket, we will see. He's up to an 87, which is kind of funny because I know that overall is going to drop by the time we get into the next season, which is funny. But if you want to take a look at the first line for next year, McDavid, Tkachuk, Boldy, oof. Then you got, all right, hang on a second here. We got to go to forwards. All right, let's take a look. This is a pretty handsome first line. McDavid, Tkachuk, Boldy, beautiful. You got Willie, you got Fantilli, and you have Cotter on that second line. Oof, nice. I mean, I could probably ask Willie to maybe play left side as like a secondary. We'll see. So we can fit everybody in there, and they can all have what's the word I'm looking for? Chemistry. Then you got Rocket. We can play him on the third line, but also have him on power play and PK time. So that will equate to some of his overall. And then we just have pure depth after that because Reichel will be on the third line. Charlie Coyle, I'm most likely going to move on from. I still have to find a team for him, actually. because yes, I mean, he was on our team last year. He just didn't play well. Just, I mean, it didn't, and he's going to drop in overalls even more. And for $3 million, let's try to get something out of that. Hell, I'll even trade him for a 7th-round pick. I don't care. We'll sign somebody on free agency. We got Foote, we got Parsons, we got Coe. Martin Hook, he's going to be an AHL guy. We got Stanley we can bring up. We got Chung, McQueen that we could still call up. We have some good depth here, defense-wise, main roster. Okay, we got Carlos, Schneider, Farabee, Romanov, Samuelson, and Cove. So we have a good top 6 there in the system. Obviously, we can have anybody that we can call up off the bench. And then goalie-wise, I know we went from an 84 to another 84, but Skinner, if this man can sim with us the way he simmed with Edmonton these last 5 years, well, 4 years, excuse me, actually 3 years of in-game sim, especially if he can get a 924 save percentage, I think we can do it. So we'll run off of that. Right wing right now, this is what it's looking like because 3rd, 4th, extra. AHL's looking decent. We got first line, second line. We could improve the 3rd left wing. We could after we move on from Coyle, and then we got first, second. We'll look for maybe we give UC a chance at the 3rd line. Maybe we give Esmont a chance at the 3rd line center because we still got Stenlin. We got our 2 prospects down here in the system. But first, let's move on from Charlie. Listen, I'll give him to whatever team wants him for a 7th rounder just to move on from him. And also, I'm only going to give him to a West team and a team that needs a center. Real fast, found him a team, Chicago. They technically could use a center. They have a bunch of old centers here behind Bedard. I don't know why, but Charlie could absolutely fit in there. He can fit alongside Frank here. Frank could play out wide, and Charlie could fit right in there. But a 5th-round pick, a trade accepted. I knew that was going to go through. So we've just freed up a smidge more money with that trade here. So just looking at centers here, affordable, of course. And the one that sticks out the most here is Jack McBain. Grinder, beautiful Minnesota Wild, fits into our system, could take face-offs. He's been in Utah the last few years, and we can absolutely use him down the center core. Why not add a little extra depth? And I will give him a 2.25 contract to get him accepted immediately. And honestly, I think that's all we are going to pick from. Just looking at all skaters on who else is available for the AHL side. Morelli, I mean, he doesn't fit the physical size, but he's still going to, no, I'm not going to. If anything, we need right wingers for the AHL. But honestly, for that, I think this is going to be it. And of course, just for good old funsies, let's take a look for any enforcers here. Sometimes you got to look through fighting skills, and sometimes they might be here. Okay, we got grinders. Any enforcers? Come on. There's got to be one a couple years in. Come on, computers. Really? Nobody? You got to be lying. You got to be joshing. Let's take one more quick look at fighting. Let's take a look at the fighting skills. Oliver, he's still here. We could bring him back. Nobody wants him. No? Nobody? Huh. I honestly think for a team like this, you gotta get Rempe. Just cause. Let's get Rempe. I have too many centers on this team. Nobody's gonna grow in the system. It's funny how Oliver's still here. You got Keegan over here, Kolsar. So not bad. And then defenseman, any? Nobody. Okay. All right. we'll leave it at that. Uh, we got our coach in, scouts, they're fine the way they are, but we got our coach in, Froese, veteran. Hopefully that helps with some of our veteran guys. Honestly, I think all coaches should do with that. Burns in the AHL doing good. We got Chichu and Yip. We got two actually Burns coaches, two B Burns, so that's kind of funny. Scouts we're all good with. I'm fine with it. Let's get right into the next season, get these lines set up, and take a look at the year 4 Birmingham Stampede. Well, here we are, the year 4 Birmingham Stampede. I gotta say, it's looking pretty nice. Let's just get right into the lineup. Boom! The game took forever to load. That's what I'm talking about. Chuck, McDavid, Boldy on that first line. Ooh, I'm hoping it's going to be real nice. I could honestly flip these two around depending on how the season's going or how I'm feeling. Obviously, Will is fit to the first line. Boldy is also. We still got to get Kachuk fully there, but I mean, he's pretty much there. Cotter, got him out on the left wing. Fantilli, I got him down the middle. He's up to an 86. Hopefully, having Cotter and Will on that second line will help him grow. Will, I asked him to move to the right wing as a secondary position, so hopefully that helps out. Hopefully. Then we moved Rocket down to the third line, not bad. Jesse is finally here. He's an 80 overall. I was going to have him start in down in the AHL with the depth team, but you know what? Let's just get him up here. Let's get his overall boosted. I'll fit him either to the third or fourth line. Then we got McBain flanking that side as well, so hopefully with two guys with good awareness and just overall skills, and one with a good overall and one with a decent overall, hopefully that will help out. Then we got Fisher, Parsons, and Esmont on the fourth line. I have Stenlin up here as one of the backup players, and Foot. I was going to start Foot on that fourth line, but damn, is that defensive awareness bad. So he will just be an extra player. Then we got Max over here on defense as an extra, but I'm feeling comfortable with this team. I just have to get the third line situated with some of the chemistry, and hopefully the second line grows some chemistry through the year. I'm hoping asking Will to play second line won't hinder any of his growth or anything like that. He is still getting first line power play time, so there is that. It's not like I just took him off completely. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it like that, and he should honestly be on. There he is. He's on that power play at least. All right, cool. So we have him. We're still giving him power play time. We're still giving him as much ice time as possible. He is on third penalty kill with Fantilli, so that our PK is actually decently stacked as well. Power play, obviously this is what it is. I mean, it's looking nasty. As of right now, it is looking pretty good. Romanov, just because he's a decent passer on the peak power play, it won't kill us in a sense. I put Jesse on here as well. Hopefully that grows him as well. Rocket will be more of the point man. We still have a decent amount of guys around here. Honestly, I might send Cotter in front of the net just because. We'll see. We'll play with the power player around, but it's not looking too bad as of right now. We can obviously move it around, but the first PK is looking deadly. And then defense-wise, this is what it's looking like. We have to get Martin fit in to the defensive scheme. Schneider's doing well. He still has probably another few months to grow. Hopefully, it's a good season and it will help him grow. Carlo is still here. I mean, he's getting as much ice time as possible as a elite potential. Honestly, I mean, if there wasn't such a big mind, you know what? We'll try off with this right now. We'll see. We got to try a little bit different on defense just because what happened last year. So we'll try that. And then net, Allenfelt, however you want to say it, or how do you pronounce it? He still has a starter potential. Might as well give him a backup role. And Skinner, he still has a starting role. I mean, please, man, please, if you can the simming seasons you had the last few years, I honestly think we could get some massive things done with you in net. That would be amazing. Hugo's up here just because Binnington is now down to a 79. Ivan Kovic is now the backup down there in the AHL, so hopefully that he will get good ice time. And we have a good team in front of him, decent amount of scratch people that will help out. And then starting wise, you have Petrov. I was going to move Petrov up, but his awareness is even worse. So that's what it is. I was thinking about bringing up Brandon Coe, but we'll let it rock down there. A gritty second line down here. McQueen's playing first line ice time, so hopefully that helps him grow even more into the following season. We have a deep AHL team, so hopefully they sim well. We have a good defensive core, so hopefully that sims well as well. Other than that, I'm feeling confident with this team going into this year. I don't want to obviously feel too confident because what happened last year, captain's jerseys. Here, Cotter. I'm going to take the A away from Cotter just because last season we just fell apart. And honestly, I'm going to give it to Will Boldy. I am going to take it away and give it to Carlo, veteran leadership here. So, veteran leadership on the back end. We obviously don't have many right wingers. It's a lot of centers and left. But I'm hoping this year will be a fantastic year. Skinner is in net. We'll change his helmet around going into next episode. But this is the team year 4. How do you feel about it? How do you feel? Like going into record book, obviously it's still the same as before. These are all the stats. We don't have any goalies still here. Langtonen is obviously elsewhere. Honestly, I want to see where he is. We won't see that until we get into the regular season. But honestly, that will be fun. Let's just sim through preseason here and get to... Oh, the first game is at Edmonton. Skinner against his old team. That's where we're going to kick it off next episode. A real-time sim. Might jump into the third period. See how that rolls out with this team. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully this team, we have a bounce back here. I mean, I'm setting up as much as possible around McDavid that I can with, obviously, the goals that I had set for this team, what we can do around the team. I mean, as best as possible. I mean, I have one of the best power forwards, one of the best up-and-coming power forwards around McDavid, more playmaker style. I asked Brady to shoot more, so McDavid, I'm leaving the same, just physical. Will, I know he can shoot the puck. Fantilli, if you can have a up-and-coming / better year, that will be amazing. Along with that, Chang, Jesse, just have a good year, have a good rookie year. We'll keep an eye on it. Maybe we move him down if we can, but it's a two-way, yeah. Waiver eligible, no. So we'll keep an eye on that, how we do. Yuso, I mean, you got a +2 on that bottom line, so, I mean, hopefully you do good down there. Defense-wise, we'll try to get Fairvey mixed into at least... Maybe we can get him into first line time. That would be cool. Him and Schneider can then move up. And then Skinner on the back end, man. If you can have those kind of years and games that you've had, I mean, I built a wall in front of you, man. I built a wall. I mean, we have so many grinders, two-way forwards, power forwards on this team, and defensive defensemen. I mean, we got, one two-way forward or two-way defenseman. But, man, we have an absolute unit in front of him. I'm feeling hopeful of this upcoming season. Let me know what you think down below in the comments section. And if you would like, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see the next one. Hopeful. Anybody who lasted this long, thank you again. I really appreciate it. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your lovely day. I will see you at the start of Season 4 with the Birmingham Stampede. Let's try to get it done. Let's be hopeful. Let's make the playoffs again. Enjoy your day. Peace out.